Hi folks, Mark from MT Restorations back. I have a new focus lately. I've been sorting through a lot of the boxes of parts and pieces on my shelves, and I decided to start stripping a lot of these, as you can see, and making them new again. So anyway, I have a lot of these 813 car number, the 813 cattle car, and we'll be doing some of these this week. You'll see by the photos. You can see by the condition here. I have two of these on the table. I'm doing this one right now. You can see the warped door, it's bent. A lot of that happens all the time. No big deal, we'll take care of that. I have a little thing to straighten it out with. But you can see the brass is in pretty deteriorated state, actually has rust on it. All the little brass tags will need cleaned and treated gingerly. And you can see that the loss of paint is everywhere. The brass ladder, brake wheel is in bad shape. And then the tag on the bottom, its directions for oiling, is non-readable. The trucks are pretty greasy, dirty, wheels are rusty. Typical for, I don't think it's ever been touched since it was made, which is probably over 80, almost 90 years. So took the frame off the bottom, and that's how you access the tags to take those off. And the cotter pins are original, so those come off, take the trucks off, and then we can get the couplers off, and we'll have a all disassembled car to take care of and start blasting it. So this one here has been stripped. It was in bad shape. It was in worse shape than that one. But anyway, I got the trucks to do. I'm going to I'm going to sandblast them right now and get them ready to go. I got to do something with the couplers, obviously. And then we'll get back to sandblasting and then cleaning of all the brass parts. They're all here. They just need to be cleaned. The doors were pretty well mangled up. They were bent in, as they typically are. You know, people push them in, and so on and so forth. So I have a kind of a weird little tool I made just to straighten stuff out like that. It's my block of wood. So what I do is I put these in here like that, and I take the bows out with another little piece of wood. I tap down on it until it's straight, and as you can see, these came out nice and flat. So you'll come across these kind of little ideas as you do things when you're working by yourself. You say, well, what can I do to hold this while I do this to it? Well, use whatever means you have. I use a lot of blocks of wood to do a lot of these little helper things for me. So anyway, more to come. Be back to you in short order. Okay, I'm back. I took these to the sandblaster, and they came out 90% ready to go to be painted. But what I'm going to do is take them all apart now, because it'll be easier to take them apart actually when they're cleaner than all the grease and paint that was on them. Same with the couplers. If you remember, they were kind of rusty. I'll get those shining again after I take them to the wheel, the wire wheel, and so on. So next step will be cleaning these, getting them ready for powder coat as well, and or paint. I don't know which I'll do to the trucks. And clean all the journals, buff them up, make them brass again, shiny. So more to come. Well, okay, I'm back, and I cleaned up these trucks and wheels on my wire wheel, my grinder, and it came out nice. They're ready to be painted or whatever. Wheels are clean. They were pretty rusty. Axles, journals. You can see what happens. You know, once you blast them, this is what they look like. Then I take them to the buffing wheel, and I will buff them and make them shiny again. And the I don't know if you remember what the couplers look like, but they were pretty sad. So moving on, we're just going to continue this process till we're ready to powder coat and paint. So more to come. Oh, you can see the shell after it's been sandblasted is ready for powder coat. You'll notice that the door rails are made out of brass. I found that to be pretty common. So I'm going to leave them that and just polish those. But the rest is going to get powder coated here pretty quick. So in the next picture here we got the, you can see the door came out really nice and straight. It used to be bowed. So we got powder coat coming up next. Okay, so here I'm back, did some powder coating, used some popping on the roof, pretty cool, and then I used what's called candy orange. It's really nice, looks like root beer. One of those root beer barrels you used to get as a kid. So I like that color. The handles, unfortunately, the brass handles that come with these, they're pretty brittle. They only come off once and they don't go back on. The little prongs crack right off because the brass is so old. So I improvised. I used the stanchion. Fits in there pretty well, works the door good. I may try something else on the next one, I'm not sure. So I got to clean the rest of the plates and the ladders, so on, get the brass back on it. Then we can put the roof on, put the trucks on. The trucks came out nice. These are the trucks. We powder coated those as well. The wheels are clean. I got to clean the rest of the brass journals. So making progress. That's what we got so far on our little project. More to come. So we started to reassemble everything. It's fitting together pretty nicely. Here it is on the track finished, and it'll be ready to go up on eBay for sale, and hopefully somebody out there will be lucky enough to get this one. And I have a few more lined up I'm going to get ready to start on, and we'll go from there. So until next time, this is Mark from MT Restorations. Give me an email if you like, it'd be good. My email is MT.TrainRestorations@gmail.com. Hope to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and there'll be more coming your way. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.